Okay, so welcome back. We have a Mittwoch Kreuzworträtsel. That's German for a Wednesday crossword puzzle. We have a grid today by Ella Dershowitz, and as always, edited by the great Will Shorts. And we also have a fabulous 2019 Franken. It's a Silentium Lago, and it's a Deutsche Qualitätswein, a dry red. It is from the Kellermeister Christian Baumann, and it is just phenomenal. Or as my friends who speak Spanish would say, fenomenal. Just wonderful. It is very pleasant on the nose. Lots of plum and cassis together. And I've noticed since I've been drinking these Franken and Austrian wines, there's a lot of plum in a lot of the dry reds. As always, no evidence of sediment or gas. And of course, there's it's a pretty deep red, but I can still see what time it is here. So it's not too terrible. Sorry about that. It's not too terribly dark, but you can kind of see it here based on my white shirt, just about how deep that is. So just phenomenal on the nose, and on the palate, just really good. I mean, really good. A really nice finish. It's got like the perfect balance of acidity and tannins, so it doesn't make your mouth pucker or get hungry like the tannins, the tannin-rich reds do. But it's just well balanced. We'll put it that way. Anyway, so why don't we jump into this grid? Let's see what we got. We got ourselves a Wednesday puzzle to knock out. So let's do that. Okay. You know, sometimes Wednesdays just you would think middle of the week, middle of the road. Sometimes they're really challenging, sometimes they're not. So let's see what we've got today. Okay, confidence. Well, we've got 6 letters for confidence, and I think I would need 7 or 8 to work with swagger or swaggers or stuff like that. So I don't know. Let's see what we got. Chamomile and cedarwood for 2. So balms, no, right? You know, because that would be 4 letters. An S, you know, so you got 5. We've got 6 letters here on this. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be smells or aromas. I don't know. There's no way for me to know just yet. Popular Italian beer. I'm going to take a shot off the bow here, and that's a Peroni. I don't drink beer, but if I did, I'd probably enjoy a Peroni. Okay, Blank Carew. Broadway's original Sweeney Todd. We're getting a lot of Sweeney Todd related clues. Good thing I love that play. I do believe this is Len Carew, but I think it might be Lon Carew, or am I thinking Rod Carew? I'm thinking Rod Carew. I'm thinking baseball. So let's go with Len Carew. I'm a nut for theater, right? I'm just a nut for it. When I read The New Yorker, that's what I'm really mostly reading about. I love to do live theater myself if I have opportunity or time. But I always get cast as something awful. Like there's something about my countenance that makes me like the perfect racist or womanizer or something, and that gets a little old. Like many bodybuilders, according to BMI alone, well, we've got 5 letters, no idea. Fan of the flame. My friend Brian Ternamian used to always tell me that women were attracted to smart and artistic men like moth to a flame. So I'm going to go with moth on this one. Just why not? Because I think I'm starting to see a plum being spelled out up on top. And if that's a B at the end, then I think this could be basins. And okay, we don't have a very terrible Wednesday so far up here in the northwest corner, but we'll see what we got. So we can put our plum in here. Now, what do we have here? Snake on a limb. Is this an OB? Like many bodybuilders, according to BMI alone. So your body mass index alone, without taking into account measurements, I can see that as being obese. And that gives me, again, how my mind works is I'm thinking, that looks like it could be a tree boa, but I don't know. So I need to go ahead and drop a down in there to see if it'll work. Members of the genus Vespa. Very familiar with this. These are hornets. I'm like an amateur entomologist, though I do not like bugs at all. I'm pretty fascinated by them. Genre associated with guy liner and black nail polish. I have a cousin that does this stuff. He's emo. Let's see. Oklahoma. Let's see. 5 letters. Blank, blank, N, blank, E. That's Vance Air Force Base. And resource for service members, colloquial, the VA, I'm assuming. And chamomile and cedarwood for 2 are aromas, it turns out. Good thing I didn't put smells in there. Where the 5 most widely practiced religions originated, and that is Asia, Scarface, I believe that's Capone, but comforting touch is either a pat or a pet. So do we have an E or an A here? Vegan salon brand? We have an A because that is Aveda. Aveda. Watch me be wrong about that. It'd be some other salon brand, and I'll be so embarrassed. Not really. I really wouldn't care. Okay, so I don't mind being wrong at all. I'm like, okay, I was wrong. Salt Lake City Athletes, a Ute. Let's see. Alma mater for Scorsese and Lady Gaga. I think that's NYU. I think. Sword go withs would be, I'm thinking shields. If I didn't have that I there, I would wonder if it was sheaths, but shields. Something an I here, I bet. Yeah, potato part, the eye of the potato or eyes of the potato. I can help. Use me. So this makes blank seeker probably an asylum seeker, which is a real dog whistle word these days for both ends of the political American spectrum, right? You know, asylum seekers, people like me are like, oh no, let the poor people in, and then other people are like, no, get them out of our country, and you know, awful. I don't understand that. Fancy billiards shot. I think that's a Maasai. I've been known to dabble in billiards on occasion. So if that's a Maasai, bubbles on the beach, S blank A, so probably sea foam. Let's see if our downs will give this to us. Pit, well, that's a seed, right? I mean, isn't that right, babe? I mean, a pit's just, they're seeds.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, and I think we're lined up here for Maasai. But I don't think I should put the E in here with the diacritical mark because it'll probably count it as wrong. Sci-fi sky sighting. Well, it's really a UFP. But I'm sure they're not using unidentified or UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a UFO. I had the F there, that's why I'm thinking that. Popular Mexican beer, well, it's almost always either Tecate or Corona, and they both have the same number of letters. So let's go with Corona since we had an O. We had the O there already. There was already an O there. So it looks like our 7 across is as much, in the same quantity, as much. And submit, I don't know. Answer this simple question, yes or no. Word with sock or duck. I'm going to go with odd. Odd sock. Odd duck. Word used when making a choice. Submit's probably going to be hand in. And then what do we have here? Styles are going to be modes. or as we say in Germany, Mode. Mode is fashion, style. And here we have word used when making a choice. So I guess this could be eeny versus meany versus miney versus mo. Controls. Controls. I don't know yet. French holy title. Oh, I mean, it could be so many things. Playful suffix for bestest behind me right now. And I won't reveal. I won't move real fast or anything. But behind me right now is my Shotzi. She's hiding back there. She's here to keep me honest. Let's see. So high school, preschool, schoolers typically probably gonna be teens here. So this gives us our STE saint. And let's see. Come into view. Is that an M? Controls. Mans. Okay, I'm liking it. Uh-oh. Wine break. Yeah. I need some stem fruit on that too. Some red stem fruit, really beyond the cassis, like maybe almost cherry. It's fabulous. It's not too, it's not very sweet. It's very, very dry. Actually, I love it. Come into view. So there'll probably be a merge, and then Scarface here. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Capone. I mean, that was it was a nickname, right? Walk-ups often, don't know. Let's see. Allison Janney's role on The West Wing. I have never seen an episode of The West Wing, not once in my life. And I don't remember how to spell her last name, but I know this is like CJ, right? It's like CJ Cret or Ket, or I don't even know. It's going to have to come in from the crosses, but I know it's a CJ. This is what doing a crossword will do for you. It'll expose the education you have, and if you keep up over time, it'll give you an education. Let's see, which is probably a crone, or as far as the currency is concerned, krona. See, walk-ups often. What do we have here? Valentine's Day exchanges are what this puzzle shaded areas are. Romance, fondness. Okay, it's coming together. So I'm going to go with love letters, I guess. Love letters. Now my phone's going off the hook here. I'm sorry about that. Actress Wong is Allie. I am a fan of her work. Achievements for Andrew Lloyd Webber and Elton John colloquially. We just had this yesterday, did we not? Or day before? The Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tonys, the EGOTs. Oh, audacity, the nerve. Where do you get the nerve? Italian city known for its limoncello. And I think that is Sorrento. Shotzi and I love Italy. We really enjoyed our time in Verona. We've enjoyed our time in Venice. I mean, it's just beautiful there. Even when you're cold in Italy, it's still beautiful. TV, something here for serial performer. Probably an actor. What do we got here? Did a marathon say? So ran. Haven't done a marathon in a while. It's time to get back up to it. Bench press muscles informally. Pay pecs. There's my pecs. And I think we are getting a TV actor out of the serial performer. As it turns out, I'm a serial monogamist. Insta post is going to be a pick, but not a serial actor. Though I have shot quite a few and starred in quite a few TV commercials. Local crap. Anyway, self-driving cars have a lot of these. I'm going to go with sensors on this one since it's practically spelling itself for us, right? Let's just get it over with. And here we are again. We're basically moving around in a clockwise fashion. What am I doing here? I usually don't do this at all. Use the little of as someone else's speaking time. I'm going to assume that's ate into, because we were going to try to conjugate past tense of the verb used a little of as someone else's speaking time. So instead of eat into, ate into. Final watcher, probably a proctor watching you take your final. Part of GPS, no idea, but I think we'll know if it's system, if this is a plural. Intervals, yes, so I think we know that this is SYS. What do we have here? Sister of Helios, yes, Eos. Glad you noticed our hard work. We try, which is a humble brag if I ever heard one. So intervals would probably be time gaps, but I don't feel very comfortable with that. So let's check that GE combination at the end of 56 across. And again, 21, comma, say, it looks like it's going to be of age. We just had this like 3 days in a row, I'm pretty sure. If I need to go back and rewatch my own videos, but I'm fairly certain of age has been in at least 5 of these things over the last 2 weeks. Kagan on the court is Elena, of course. Justice Elena. And feathery perennial. What are those? Lady ferns? What are those things called? Like the blue side in brief. Okay, Dem. So Democrats. What do we got here? Have you heard back yet? Any news? And I'm going to turn my phone off because I don't care what it is. It's not that important. It's not as important as you. We're conferring it here. Lady fern. So I'm going to go with the lady fern. I guessed that earlier. I thought maybe lady feet, but then I thought there's no such plant called a lady feet. So Post-its. I'm going to go with notes. And what do we have here? 59 down. So we're going to just wrap this all up. Kind of, sort of. I guess I'm going to go with ish on this, but this I need to check. So what do we got? HSN. Is this the Home Shopping Network? It is. So sister channel of QVC. Feel better about that now. Walk-ups often. Yammers probably going to be jawed. So that's jawing. And this, I think, is going to lend itself to low rises. We have an elevator, but we live on the 3rd German floor. But it would really be the 4th floor in the United States. It just makes more sense here. You're on the ground floor. You're on 0. The first floor is the one that you go up to. The first one you get to, right? It kind of makes sense. Oh, wow. Easter Island. I cannot remember. Is it Ramanui? I know it's an N-U-I. It's spelling Ratanui?
I'm trying to think of Not at the Museum.
Yeah, I've never seen that either. But yeah, blank R training requirement for high school graduation in most states. I guess maybe it could be CPR. Rapa Nui. Yes, it's CPR. Rapa Nui or Rapa Nui. I remember that. So this is CJ. And it's Cret or Crep, I don't know. Puddle producer, we're going to go rain. Again, hopefully I'll get this figured out on the crosses, and then I'll try to commit it to memory this time. Connected as a bathroom would be en suite. Or as they say in Alabama, en suite. In suit. Roll in a game of taboo, and I was a guesser. I actually played that when I was in... I don't know. I was a kid. Some Greek letters, news, yeah. And dog tag wearers in brief are GIs. And so tell me, Bob, how did we do? $17.10 with a lot of gabbing, but it wasn't bad. So, hey, thanks for winding down with me to do the crossword. Even if all I am is background noise. It's okay. I appreciate it. You'll never hear me ask anyone to like or subscribe. I figure if you like it and you want to subscribe, you'll handle it yourself. As always, Bonne nuit. Au revoir. Arrivederci. Adios. Que tenga unos lindo días. Masalamati. Shalom. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. And aloha. Ciao. Cheers. And be safe out there, please.